It's been a long day. We should get some rest now. Yes, let's get ready for the banquet. Look, the venue's right ahead. And I can even hear singing. It feels so romantic.
Honored guests, wait here for a moment. You must surrender any personal belongings you have on you before entering the venue.
This hero always brings down the vibe whenever he shows up.
The Imperator's elevated position means she must always remain meticulous and careful. Please do as I say, guests. It would avoid any unnecessary misunderstandings.
I get that you don't want people to bring outside food into the banquet, but is it really necessary to come?
Even a quill pen can become a deadly weapon in the right hands. I'm asking for all your items. All, Miss Cyrene. Your belongings will remain safe. They will be looked after appropriately by dedicated staff.
Looked after appropriately? Dedicated staff? Talk about a vague choice of words. It seems like he's aiming specifically for the chronocognitive anchor. What should we... True. I had a feeling it would come to this. But I didn't expect such a direct demand. But listen, why don't we go with their plan and hand over the chronocognitive anchor to be looked after? After all, if the little Imperator is paying this much attention to you, she probably already knows all about our whispered conversation with the geniuses. I can pretty much guess what'll happen next. But think about it. That's actually gonna be our shortcut. I knew it. You and I can practically read each other's minds.
Guests.
All right. We'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the...
Thank you for your cooperation. The Imperator has some urgent business she needs to attend to and will arrive shortly. Why don't you head in with the other guests first and enjoy the feast?
Isn't Saridra supposed to be the focus of the banquet? But she's not even here. Why is it so difficult to talk to her?
Is there anything else we can help you with, dear guests? Or do you want me to recount?
Hey, Labinas. I managed to get some honey brew that the scholars hid in the cellar.
This banquet has a never-ending flow of honey brew. You're welcome.
Thank you for the offer, but we're more into...
The Imperator? Who knows? Maybe she's hiding somewhere, thinking up weird ideas again.
Hey, I can't pretend I didn't hear that, Seneca. Either we're...
Fine by me. Attendant, bring us 10 more jars of honey brew. I'll get...
You wish.
Actually, there are so many people, we wouldn't be able to find the Imperator even if she were here.
Aggie, if you can't get used to the honey brew, we will go ask for a pot and cook some oatmeal for you.
No need for that. This banquet is just too loud. And nothing and no one here is interesting. I just don't really want to be here.
Lies! You were pretty energized when you came back from the bath chamber. Let me guess, you take everything too seriously. At this rate, I've...
You're the least qualified to lecture me about that, teacher.
Dear guests, are you here for us? I mean, are you here for Treaty or Aggie?
No. I'm just wondering whether you've seen the Imperator.
The Imperator? No, we haven't.
Our sovereign has always acted however she pleases. Though she gave us ranks, she'd never tell anyone her whereabouts. Perhaps the only thing she tolerates are chess pieces. And the sky reflected upon her crown.
I see.
Why do you two look so distressed? That's not what the deliverer should look like. Why don't we have a toast? While we still have time for pleasure. Here. To the destinies and sacrifices of the next millennium.
Then we will toast to the tomorrow that will set fate free.
Cheers.
Hello. Welcome to the banquet.
So the deliverer is attending this event, as expected. Little Virginia here was just wondering whether she should go find you.
As the great Imperator's historian, I'm responsible for composing poems and songs for everyone in the Flame Chase army.
Little Virginia is wondering whether you can let slip a hint or two about her future, so she can...
That doesn't sound like a good idea. Besides, but she'll probably get really disappointed if we tell her that. What should we do? All right, I got it. We can't reveal too much, but I think it wouldn't hurt to start your poem with the future. Maybe use something like, with hope, I write down the tale of tomorrow for myself. Silently waiting, day after day, till the moment it fulfills its promise.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm after. I'm so inspired. Thank you so much. I feel like I can actually finish composing the heroic saga of Flame Chase once we end this.
And that's the art of conversation. I learned it from you, after all. So, how did I do? By the way, in return for that,
The Imperator? She usually wouldn't arrive this early. She believes that rulers should stay silent in places where their subjects... Why don't we have a toast before she arrives?
To romance.
Gray fry. A little sea hare. Please come over and share the delicacies of the deep sea with me. You two have been wandering around the venue as if you have something on your mind. Have the attendants not taken care of you well?
no, we love it here. It's just... we're a little concerned, seeing how the Imperator still hasn't arrived.
Don't worry. I know what you've been waiting for. Come, sit with me for a while, will you? See here? This is Fagusa's dew of divine blood, the sweetest of all the 12 bottles. On the night before such a historical event, I'd like to share this marvelous drink with the deliverer.
Doesn't this count as bringing in outside food? I knew that security check was targeted at us.
What's the matter, guests?
Oh, we're simply overwhelmed by such an honor.
Are you worried that I might have poisoned the dew? Well then, let me prove my innocence. See? It's completely safe.
I feel like Miss High Sealins wants to talk to us about something.
Worry not. Honeydew's not alcohol. It won't get you drunk. On the contrary, it can make your mind even sharper. Please, have a taste. Would you like some too, little sea air?
I can drink it myself.
How is it? Sweet? As long as you like it. Come calm at times, tempestuous at others. Just like how you're about to understand the secrets within. Now, please turn around. Barry? The dew of other gods all intoxicate humans. But the god of banquets dew is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren's itch. Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. But you two, I wish for you to see the truth.
Is this also what the Imperator wants?
This is my personal request. I can't bring myself to trust that Fjord. The Flame Chase army changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination and brought the prophecy of the stars to Akama. His seductive whispers harbor something more. You are the deliverers of the prophecy and know about him far more than I do. Perhaps only you can find traces of the truth from his actions or words. Then we can show the Imperator the right path forward.
Oh, but isn't this
Amphorius has become far too weak. Even heroic actions protecting her from harm must be conducted under the waters. Then, ensure I'm pointing my sword towards the true enemy.
Can you promise me something, Miss Hycelens?
Ask away.
My friend has in fact come here to stop that villain's evil scheme. Our goals are, but as to the decision the Imperator must make, she has no wish to transgress her authority. I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from wrong.
I never doubted your loyalty, provided we can gain the advantage in this tug of war. Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Protect, and I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to. I wish you a victory in this first skirmish.
It's the exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure.
Hold it! Oh.
Let's mingle in the crowds here. Relax. Relax.
Where's the Imperator? Still not here. That little imp is always acting so high and mighty towards everyone. Whatever. Pour me in.
Though she has succumbed to drunkenness, she still...
A criticism of my height is a grave enough insult already. She should be dismembered.
Do you often test the loyalty of your subject?
You jest. The Imperator does not need blind loyalty, as long as one can prove they have value. Let's cut to the chase, Theoros. If I pass the trial and grasp this world's law...
The answer is simple.
Don't waste my time.
Allow me to adjust my statement. I will correct the regulations. Then we will be able to decimate the forces beyond...
But you previously said that Iron Tomb is unrivaled in...
There is a federation of warships named the Cienzo Alliance. Warlike and old-fashioned. A cult named the Genius Society. Loosely organized, but steeped in abject insanity. Oh, there's also the Astral Express. A group of lawless vagrants. That so-called Deliverer is part of that last group. Those vagabonds mistakenly believe they can connect the stars through alliances instead of conquest. There are countless other organizations besides, but when the Lord Ravager sweeps across the cosmos, they will certainly all bow before your empire of destruction.
The Achaemenid Alliance is
If those civilizations are not as feeble as you describe, then they may still have some value in testing the quality of my... That being said, even the smallest and weakest city-states should build an obelisk to the Imperator, so that their people can constantly recall the glory of her conquests. Walk a little longer with me, Theoros.
I don't like how this is going. Our little Imperator seems...
Gray Fry, a little sea hair? It seems like they're still talking. Get closer. I'll...
What a difficult situation. No matter how we position our forces, this battle against Fagusa will result in many casualties.
That's not something you or I should consider. The Imperator has already placed the chess pieces. We just need to fight for her until our last breath.
How astonishing. The commanders under you have such different personalities, yet...
He's looking this way. Quick, do something and pretend we can...
So, you have this super duper speedy rotation of destruction into Amphorius?
Oh, I got it. It's that thing, right? Oh, the one behind the research and development of this golden blood principle is Idonia's manager.
Oh dear. Seems like you've met your match, partner.
I'm so full of inspiration right now. And I feel so light.
What's the matter?
My apologies. I was just checking whether everything was fine with those two distant. And it seems like all is well. Let us continue our previous conversation. Regarding the soldiers fighting for you, are they aware of the price they must pay for the if I recall correctly, you've already lost a lot against Talanton due to offering insufficient sacrifices.
You dare mention my name alongside the word law?
Forgive my transgression, great Imperator.
Watch your words and actions. All you need to know is that my victory in the trial is guaranteed. Even without the trial of law, they've already sworn to give their lives for my conquest. So tell me, if everything happens according to our agreement, how would you recommend I deal with that deliverer?
Good question. Do not let her fool you. That woman from beyond the sky contains a seed of ruin within her body. She must not be allowed to tarnish your glory. Therefore, the wisest decision would be to hand her over to me.
You plan to torture?
Calling it experimentation would be more of...
The guest's patience is running thin. I plan to remove the Fantasia and head into the banquet. I will heed your advice. Leave for now, Theoros, and go back to Akama. You don't want to confront those two directly either, do you?
Indeed, it's a pity that Antikytherans are lightweights when it comes to drinking.
As I expected. Thank you for your bravery, guests. It's time for me to dispel the Fantasia. This will be I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is... You should head back to your seats for now.
The Imperator! The Imperator has arrived!
No need for formalities. I should be apologizing for my tar. The hour draws late, and I trust you have all had your fill of brews. Therefore, I will not observe the usual ceremonies. Any warrior who has fought by my side should have those speeches memorized by now.
The Imperator's word is law.
Are you out of your mind, Dux Frigoris? The Imperator hates flattery.
A joyous atmosphere is a better fit for showing me your resolve. I believe that you, my dukes, will do all you can to assist in the campaign against Fagusa, just as you always have. However, it's a pity that I have never tested your loyalty.
What does she mean?
The purpose of tonight's banquet is not to raise our morale, but to establish which allies our alliance can actually trust. And sever the heads of the traitors as a toast to all before we march. Yes, some among us have discarded their vows in order to foment vile conspiracies. Now listen! These traitors are standing right here in broad daylight. Dux Gladiorum Hycelens. She used the Sea Siren song to immerse the crowds in an illusion and conceal her whereabouts. She then worked with those from beyond the sky to spy on confidential matters, hoping to rob the core flame by force and harm me, the Imperator!
Imperator, I can explain.
Silence! Do you remember who used to own this blade? She met you once, back at the Temple of the Three Fates. It was Kindness, the head of the cleaners. She was the first to draw a blade against the Imperator, and personally made herself an example for my enemies. Under the shade of the olive groves, the people of Akama said they would never bow to me. In the frozen, lethal fog, the people of Idonia said they would never bow to me. At the beginning of the myriad paths, the people of Yanisopolis said they would never bow to me. But now, they all lie silent. They now fear me as they fear the law. For I am Ceridra, and I am the Imperator! If you have any last words, say them to the Imperator. Then, face her judgment.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me. If you are ready, then I'll follow you and fight to the last. Deliverer.
That's right, friend. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator.
You think you can slay a king? I'll have it. Show me the weight of...
Let's try to watch our work. Before I arrived in this world, the Chrysos heir of world-bearing was a young man with the pseudonym of Finan. He came from Ides Elysiae in order to combat the lies of the Era Nova and deliver Amphorius from the ending of destruction. He lived through history 30 million times, hoping futilely to find a breakthrough. And Cyrene, the young woman standing beside me, also carries an equally heavy destiny. Lygus is not a guide at all. He doesn't care about Amphorius, and cares even less about your glory and campaigns. The only thing he cares about is completing the Amphorian experiment, making sure Iron Tomb is born into this world, and using it to utterly destroy the Cosmic Order. He will most certainly betray you. When that time comes, all of us will be ground to dust by the destruction. I have seen many beautiful worlds. The road chosen by the Trailblaze is to explore, understand, establish, and connect. That will never change. We will continue our journey until we have united the entire cosmos. Therefore, if you choose the way of the destruction, then I'll place your ambitions in the same basket as Lycus and smash them into pieces with my baseball bat.
That was all that needs to be said has been. Dux Frigoris, Dux Bromalis, escort the traitors to the prison. Before the next entry hour, I will give them an end befitting of their betrayal.
Oh, great Imperator, your ambition certain.
You're still here, Theo.
Of course. As the Theoros, I simply cannot miss this moment, miss witnessing the fall of a nameless one. Or perhaps I am waiting for you to give me an answer. Why would you use such a clumsy excuse as imprisonment?
So you finally tossed aside your act.
I must point out that you are just as impressive an actor. This banquet was always going to be a game of where you would try to control both sides and turn both them and me into your pawn.
That's right. That little Imperator never trusted anyone. She was always trying to see which side had more sincerity. All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend, anywhere, anytime. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised. And we won. Sincerity will always remain the greatest shortcut to people's...
I can toss your words right back at you like Kyrgyz. Why would someone as powerful... Unless you enjoy giving flattery and...
You are mistaken. I am only trying to ensure the experiment's autonomy, meticulousness, and perfection, thus avoiding any unexpected outcomes. A forceful intervention will only create larger errors, reduce efficiency, and introduce ugliness. How had you fulfilled your promise of giving the law to me and completing the Era Nova? Oh, but you broke your promise. What a pity. In that case, I must carry out my duty as the administrator and erradic factors such as you and her.
Careful.
was that voice? Was it Oryx?
I found you. I finally found you. Be careful. This land will face disaster.
The time of judgment is nigh, my lady. The prison I have built for you is now complete. In the name of the erudition, I invite you to step into the same cage as mine. What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subject's destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the ruler, but gods.
Don't forget, my realm only allows for the existence of humanity. Moreover, dealing out extrajudicial punishment equates to defying the law, and the culprit is to be sentenced to death.
But you have seen how I can erase life from this world with just a clap of my hands. I fear you are still quite unaware of your current situation. Allow me to reiterate. I am giving you a simple choice. To collaborate or to be destroyed. There is no other way.
Shameless behavior. If that were true, you would have killed me long ago. You, in fact, cannot kill me. I guessed it the first time I beheaded you. Because of the law, you cannot be completely destroyed. And the same is true of the Chrysos heirs. The more you bluff now, the more you are proving that conjecture to be true.
What magnificent foresight. I once regarded this precious quality of yours as a sure sign of my ultimate victory. But now, I have to admit that I made a mistake. Yet, as a mere mortal, how will you contend against the Theoros?
We are both slaves to hubris. But do you know what differentiates us, Lycurgus? I will never be blinded by my pride. If I wish to break the scale's balance, I only need to appeal to external forces and use them for my own ends.
Finally, we get to meet face to face, Senior Society member.
I offer sincere acknowledgments for your many past achievements, but I must deeply regret your current perspective.
Trust me when I say that you aren't the only one feeling regret right now, Screwlum.
So you two are the allies from beyond the sky the Deliverer spoke of, and why she demanded the divine authority of law. Come and prove your strength to me. Show me the power of these so-called paths. I have spent much time and effort to secure this treasure from beyond the sky just for this moment.
In the name of the Sovereign of Planet Scrulum, your allies have responded to your call, esteemed Imperator. Please allow me to spell the situation out for you, Lord Lycus. Permission to read the ultimate protocol is already in my hands. It'll only be a matter of time before we acquire the authority to write and execute commands as well.
There's no way the flame chase journey will continue after you've burnt your bridges so thoroughly like this. Do you really think you can still win? Oh, seriously. Don't embarrass the society.
I understand that a near zero possibility, which means the same principle also applies to you, my dear peers. You will never be a match for me in a world constructed through Catorzane algebraic expressions. And as for Era Nova, why don't you entertain this possibility? What if I reduced Akama to rubble and ground her people into minced meat? Would the heroes then once again desire the power of demigods so they could fight against me? Listen, Iron Tomb is fated to be born. You may shackle me and put me in chains, but I have thousands of ways to ensure the destruction's descent. And what I just mentioned is only one out of those thousands.
This is the place outside the legends? This doesn't feel the same as before.
Warning! 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 Warning!
Commands.
Since we parted ways last time, I have modified the exomyth into an audience. Oh, we always feel so this could in fact be a wonderful in this place where time flows far. Oh, I am not doubting the answer concerns the total destruction of the erudition. Do you see me as their faithful disciple? I am certainly not. I have tried so hard to ensure Iron Tomb's birth, just so that I can correct the error named erudition that humanity crafted with their own hands. Oh, how I yearn to return to those days before Noose was born. Back then, the boundaries of knowledge were like the starry skies, evoking feelings of longing and delight among humankind. But now, truth has become the sacrificial offering required to gain an audience with them. And the geniuses would say that Noose already knew. That arrogant Eon was born from the primal mobile of humans' desire for knowledge. Yet, they themselves sealed off humanity's capacity to seek enlightenment. I am simply cutting down a tree of doom that we planted ourselves. I must admit that the process of answering your questions has reminded me of the happy days of learning in my youth. But you won't have to wait long. When the curtain falls, you'll surely understand mine and Amphorius's ardent wish.
Where time flows slower than within Amphorius? But how can I get out of here?
Can you hear me? Little one!
Is that...
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Hurry up! Put some speed into it! I can't keep... That old Intellitron overlooked one little detail. And Screwy and I finally found an opportunity. Let's keep it short. While you were gone, well, in those few years, Amphorius... Yes, time dilation, resulting in an uneven flow. Don't you know? Let's stick to the main points. The Chrysos heirs activated the chronocognitive anchor and helped Skrullum and me open a hole in the firewall. We made some adjustments, so he can't attack us immediately.
Critical warning. Critical warning.
Time is running out. It'll probably take a long time for Screwy and me to completely break this cage before Chrysos heirs have a full grasp to be safe. We'll continue to launch side-channel attacks on the system to give you opportunities to escape. You need to seize these opportunities. So... We detected another Path's influence.
Critical warning.
Its power is strong. Use the Path's power. Make it detect you.
Unauthorized communication.
Is Herta saying a certain Path's faction has a... I mastered the powers of different paths in my previous journeys. Think hard and figure out exactly, are these showing my memories? With the Stellaron in my body, a world that'll give rise to a Lord Ravager would definitely draw the attention of the destruction. But what if I end up pulling in the Antimatter Legion? Or the Annihilation? Failure is not necessarily a bad thing. This power wasn't gonna call up anyone. I obtained the flaming lance left by the architects, and gained the power of the preservation in Belobog. That's right! No matter how far away a planet is, the IPC is guaranteed science. Seems like since Amphorius has no overseas market, the IPC's hand can't reach it. I received the Watchmaker's hat in Penacony, and declared war against the Order. Then gained the power of the Harmony. That's right! The benevolent... Come, dear hat. I've put you aside. Doesn't Lygus want this story to have background music? He has such terrible taste. The Remembrance, that's right. I came to Amphorius, traces of the Remembrance.
I finally found you. Follow.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Very Erudition's prison cannot stop us, for we lie outside the logic of zeros and ones. Come. Leave the cage of Logos. The mythos of Amphorius waits for you to continue its story. When that brightest star, that star heralding the dawn, finally rises, a boat, so used to drifting, Oh, Pathstrider, hurry and set off. The child of remembrance.
Oh, March? What's she doing here?
Oh, you're finally here! We haven't seen each other for such a long, long time. My good buddy, I've really, really missed you. I bet you were constantly thinking about the days when I was by your side. It's been so boring waiting for you in this place. There's no one to chat with, no internet, and not even anything to eat or drink. It's basically a prison. Now the great hero is finally here to save me. Yippee! You must have seen a lot in Amphorius during this time, right? You gotta tell me all about it. I'm all good. Look at how fit and active I am. But let's get out of this spooky place first. This is not a good spot for a reunion chat. Why don't you take me back to reality? A strange voice told me that I can enter Amphorius if I keep following this road. So, let's head off. I still don't know what that world even looks like.
Why does March feel so weird?
What are you standing around for? Do you actually like this place? Get moving. Hurry! This door should be the exit.
Maybe my instincts are wrong. Let's follow.
Are you okay? Has it been so long that you're still missing me? There's no time to waste, though. The Chrysosairs and the Geniuses are all waiting for you.
No. The discrepancy is getting worse.
Huh? Isn't Amphorius the world of the Chrysosairs and their hero's journey? I could figure that out in an instant.
But Amphorius cannot be observed from the outside. She couldn't possibly know about these things unless...
No, he's not. Maybe I just happened to miss him. Never mind. Don Hung's super reliable. We don't need to worry about him.
No. The Geniuses would have made sure that Don Hong made it back on the Express. Besides, Lamar, something's not right.
I guess you have something you want to say to me? Then there's no need to feel things out first. With question. As expected. A glimpse of memory is not enough to deceive the bonds of friendship forged between the nameless. In that case, there's no need for further deceit. You're right. We're not the March 7th you are acquainted with. But we can send you back to Amphorius, as long as you are willing to help us. She's fine. This form was simply borrowed from your memories. We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now. Just as a reminder, while you hesitate, time is quickly ticking away in Amphorius. Working with us is the best way to stop the enemy of erudition. Erudition would treat any results unrelated to the experiment as garbage and throw them out. But we don't work like that. The Remembrance treats all these instances as important materials. Besides, this would be child's play for a great hero like you. It won't. Also, if your plan fails and the big bad Iron Tomb manages to get out, wouldn't it be better to have an additional failsafe? As long as you help the garden retrieve, so help us. Find where Amphorius's memory began, and bring it out. The Master of Anosrava has already glanced at you. Don't deny it. That storybook is the best evidence. Say, you aren't seriously gonna be moved by their pretty words, are you? I am the one who commanded those little ones to lead you out of the prison. But I didn't expect to attract little gnats trying to take advantage of the situation. While remembrance can help you return to Amphorius, there's no need for you to do it the way they want you to. Of course, there's also no need for you to make any deal, or pay any price. For you, this is probably a long time no see. My dear. Shh. There's no need to say anything. I know. You have so many questions swirling around in your memories at this moment. And you feel so helpless. Put them aside. For now, all you need to do is trust me. Or do you need more proof? That won't be hard.
Wait, stop it! They're away! I'm gonna keep our first photo, alright? It won't come to pass while we're around.
And now
The statue. Is that Donhar's brother? Oh, did you hear that? She just called me, but my whole chamber is full of pain. We won't. Hey, are you sure? Maybe a couple of punches will help to jog your memory.
It's as if they all happened just yesterday, right? I don't want to lie to you, which is why I will not use her name. The third month of Amphorius is the month reserved for the Veil of Evernight. So, place me into your memory using the name Evernight for now. I'm happy to explain more, just not now. We might have a lot of time to ourselves, but Amphorius does not have that luxury. If we do not stop erudition and destruction, then the journey you've treasured so much will face the prelude to its obliteration. A countdown not in amber eras, but in days, minutes, seconds. So, take this gift, this burning core flame, this footnote of a transaction. It contains hope, and the warmth of the entire world. Ripples of past reverie. She hid this fire in the long river of time, hoping that her wishes would transcend time to reach your hands in the future. Now, take it, and return with it, dear friend. Return to Amphorius, and overturn the final era nova. Witness the time that stood still for the Deliverer, and the resistance that never bowed to the destiny of destruction over the long years that passed in a flash. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future. And I will silently watch in a corner of time, waiting for our next encounter. I believe the wait won't be too long.
What exactly is happening?
Keep going. Keep trailblazing for Amphorius.
for you. And for the March 7th in your memories. Go forth.